All right, welcome everyone to class 2 on how to master your energy. So today I'm going to be talking about spiritual energy and how to receive it, sort of the differences between high vibrating spiritual energy and low vibrating spiritual energy, and how it affects your health, happiness, and healing. So let's first start by getting an understanding of what spiritual energy is. Well, essentially everything has spiritual energy to it. Us people do, plants, animals, our thoughts we create have a spiritual energy to them as well. So where we invest our energy has a spiritual frequency. For example, like when you're grateful for something, that helps to raise your spiritual energy. But if you're complaining about something, or if you have a habit of complaining about things all the time, that actually lowers your spiritual energy. And if you're regularly doing that, you eventually wear yourself down and can end up creating a lot of health issues as a result of having low spiritual energy. So if you I'll point out some other negative sort of examples of low vibrating spiritual energy. Like for instance, if you watch the news a lot and you give into sort of the fear, so you're projecting that out into the world, you're adding to sort of like negative spiritual energy, and that actually makes you feel worse as a result, because you're fearing like something bad's going to happen, like what's happening on the news, what Trump's doing, what Putin's doing, and not to say that it's your fault, we're being bombarded by this media, but part of that is they actually want to lower your spiritual vibration, because when people feel good about themselves, they want to take action and do something about it. So it's up to you to keep your spiritual energy strong. So I had to give that one example of that's become very popularized in sort of the sort of new age movement, and that being grateful for things and that's a really simple thing that you can do for sure, like just focusing on that and how that makes you feel, really attaching the feeling to it. But one thing that I really like to do, and which I'm going to show everyone in this exercise today, is connecting to what's considered like the Holy Spirit or the divine energy, and allowing myself to feel that spiritual essence. And what that does is it helps to recharge my energy. It helps to build up my spiritual energy to keep me strong, because when I'm working with people, I'm using up a lot of sort of spiritual energy to help people heal, help them overcome different challenges that they're going through. Because anyone that I've found that is dealing with health issues, or like in a sort of a state of chronic stress, always has a lot of problems, whether it be financial, relationship, physical, mental, emotional. They're typically very low in spiritual energy because they've depleted it somehow. They have not replenished themselves. And a big part of this is this is not taught. People aren't aware of this, the importance of it. So much emphasis is put into the physical, even mental, emotional, but not so much the spiritual side. Like it's not even really talked too much about in religion so much. Even if anything in religion, it's taught to like fear certain things, like certain religions fear doing certain things, which again lowers your spiritual energy, and it's a control thing. And that's the same thing with like the government too. It's their way of controlling people, and by lowering your vibration. So we need to work on raising our vibration, raising our spiritual energy, and keeping it strong to help prevent issues and sort of so you become stronger and healthier and live a very balanced life. So let's start. I'm going to show you a really simple exercise today. So what I like to do before even connecting with, I guess, high vibrating spiritual energy is to make sure I'm nice and grounded. So just using the simple exercise that we did in the last class. So let's do that all together to start with here. So get everyone to just close your eyes and take about 3 deep breaths in and out through your nose, and put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, just the tip of it here. All right, and then just put your awareness on the sort of the lowest part of your body, your feet or your bottom, and just say to yourself that I'm connected to Mother Earth, and I allow the energy of Mother Earth to flow through me with ease and grace. And just allow yourself to feel whatever you experience next, whether that's a sense of relaxation for you. To just be aware, connect with your body here with your eyes closed. This exercise just allows you to sort of gently bring all yourself back together energetically, so you feel good about yourself, so you're balanced, you feel more in that loving vibration, natural, harmonious, essentially way of yourself. So now we're going to connect to the Holy Spirit. So to do that, let's get everyone to just focus on the top of your head and just say to yourself that I'm connected to the Holy Spirit, and I allow the energy of the Holy Spirit to flow through me with ease and grace. And just notice how that makes you feel. Just calmly taking a few breaths here. You may notice feelings of calmness. You may notice feelings of tension or stress. If you're someone that has low vibrating spiritual energy or patterns of connecting to that or building up low vibrating spiritual energy, you may notice tension in your body, different emotions, and that's because you've sort of built that up in you. So you need to allow the healthy spiritual energy to sort of overtake that, to clear that out, and it'll just naturally happen over time as you do this exercise. There is ways to speed that up, the release of that low vibrating spiritual energy too. So what one thing can do to help speed it up, and also just to make a stronger connection with the Holy Spirit as well, just focus on the center of your chest and just ask yourself, Holy Spirit, do you have a message for me? Just notice what sort of feelings, thoughts, or images that may naturally want to rise up to your consciousness here when you ask that question. And you may get, like, for instance, the answer like to love myself unconditionally. So if you get something like that, or to like feel confident in yourself, and it's just, if you do that, just re-emphasize that, just say that to yourself. So for instance, I love myself unconditionally. Just allow yourself to feel that, because what that's going to do is it's going to again help to raise your spiritual vibration, forcing out anything that's not in alignment with that, any of that low vibrating spiritual energy. So you want to build up your spiritual frequency and keep it strong and robust, to keep your physical vitality up. And you can ask the same question again, Holy Spirit, do you have any other messages for me? Can just allow yourself to receive whatever messages want to come through you. Again, you may get just different words, you might get feelings, and it's just like, for instance, you might get the word acceptance. So it's just about just saying to yourself, I accept myself unconditionally, and I accept other people unconditionally. Again, that just helps still just lighten your energy, allowing your energy to flow for your own spiritual essence to sort of expand out into your field, into you, so you can share that with others and help to raise their vibration, to get others out of sort of dark, heavy places, and to be able to handle the stressors around you much easier as well. So you can continue to keep asking that question to the Holy Spirit until like you feel like complete with it as well. So just now, just really be aware, just with your eyes closed, how different you might feel now from when we first started, or right before we started the class here. You'll likely feel a lot more calmer, more relaxed. So this is more so what it feels like to have a higher frequency of spiritual energy in and around you. So it's always something you want to strive for, to bringing that back, to raising that spiritual energy up within yourself, because you'll find that you can handle life much easier. You'll heal much quicker if you get an injury, or if you're going through a troubling time mentally, emotionally, or whatever it may be. Financially, like you'll be able to move through it much more easier than having to sort of get stuck in it. All right, now that you've had a chance to sort of feel your spiritual energy raised up, I want everyone to tap into their soul's essence. So this is essentially your soul's energy that it gives off, and the more you tap into your soul's essence, the more it grows and expands, because we want a really strong, healthy soul's essence. And the thing is, if our spiritual energy gets low, it also sort of contracts our soul's essence as well. So we want that soul's essence to be strong and vital. So just get everyone to focus on the center of their chest here, and just say to yourself, I am connected to my soul's essence. And again, just notice how that makes you feel. You might even feel like sort of a growth and expansion happen in your chest, almost like this sense that you're more bright and light feeling. You may even get some specific messages or words or images. And similar with communicating with the Holy Spirit, you can also ask if your soul's essence has any messages for you as well. So while we're doing this class, why doesn't everyone ask that question here now? If my soul's essence has a message for me, for you in this case. You can ask the question too in the way of my asking your soul's essence if it has a vibration for you as well. If there's not like a message it wants to share with you, many times there's a vibration, and that vibration will typically be more of like a loving, calming feeling that it'll share with you. Again, that also will help to raise and strengthen your spiritual energy. So why doesn't everyone ask that question now? Really just try to integrate these feelings that you're experiencing, just integrate them into every cell of your body to strengthen the cells, to nourish them. Because the calmer you can get, it puts into your body into a rest and relax state, which speeds up healing, which helps with rejuvenation. It brings you back into that homeostasis place. Because what happens many of the times is we are in this very like fight or flight state. So it makes it very tricky for our bodies to fully heal and feel balanced. When we're constantly having to do things or just bombarded by noise and stimulation. So the calmer, more balanced you can feel and integrate, the better you will be in the long run and the short term as well. And if there's a certain area of your body that you know you have a problem with, for example, like physically or mentally or emotionally, you can direct your soul's essence to that area. So for instance, if you have a problem with your left foot, just direct your soul's essence to your left foot. And just notice how that makes that area of your body feel, or if there's a relationship that you struggle with, it's just like feel that relationship with your soul's essence, both with yourself and the other person. It'll help to bring that into balance. It'll help for you to see it in a different light. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today's class. So if anyone has any questions or comments about that, you can raise your hand if you want to speak it out loud, and I can allow you to talk, or you can write your questions, comments in the chat area. I can answer those for you live. How are people feeling from that experience? And ideally, this is something good to do every single day, this type of exercise, because again, it's going to help to recharge you like a battery. It's going to help to nourish you, and it'll even help to strengthen you as well. So it's like combining that grounding exercise with also strengthening, nourishing your spiritual energy. You're just going to find you're going to thrive much more in life that way. Is going to be able to handle things much easier, much calmer. Like I was saying earlier, you'll be able to heal much faster if you get some sort of injury. All right. No questions or comments? Oh, feeling relaxed, more peaceful. You are welcome. Yeah, because everyone can use more relaxation and peace in your life, because you certainly can handle, like I was saying, handle life so much more easier when you're in a peace and relaxed place. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining me in today's class. So we'll be doing class 3 next week live. So yeah, and I'll be sending this recording out to everyone so you can I recommend that you watch the recording because you'll get different parts out of it here that you may have missed, or that'll make more sense to you too. So really watch the recording and practice this daily, and let me know how it all comes about for you. All right, everyone, have an amazing day, and we will be in touch.